John Morant to 11 points, 4 of 7 shooting. How'd you do that?
I give our smalls a lot of credit. It was a point of emphasis for us to just, harass him, be physical with him. And he's a really good player. So, once again, before I comment, I always like to watch the film. But, the eyes said we did a really good job is making life difficult, just staying into his body, not giving up space, and make him take tough contested twos.
It seemed like KCP spent quite a bit of time on him. Why was that the defensive matchup you like?
Well, it wasn't just him, obviously the start of it for sure. But I thought Raul, Aaron, Brad at times, everyone got a crack at it. But Pope does a great job. He's physical. He gives us a little bit more size, on the ball, which, for Ja is important because we're down the floor and pick and roll, trying to play more 2-on-2 to eliminate some of the threes. You need that late, rear view pursue, that contest. And he has the ability to skinny up, keep pursuing, try to do so without fouling.
What stuck out about your team's approach on offense?
We were aggressive. Obviously, we got going early, made shots, which it's good to see because I think we had 15 assists at half, 34 for the game. So that's a terrific number. My math is correct. I think 70% of our made field goals were assisted, which is a tremendous number. And I think we can continue to play that style of ball. We're tough to guard.
Did you like the focus tonight?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it wasn't just tonight. It started in shoot around. I think we made that point yesterday in the film session and guys responded. So that's the best part about it. We saw the carryover we were looking for.
What's the best ball movement this season, you think?
If not, it's close. I think that 0.5 mentality is just, we're not playing in crowds. And we still had, I think, 19 turnovers. So it wasn't perfect, but I think a lot of those turnovers were guys trying to make a play for a teammate. They weren't selfish turnovers. So I can live with those. But the fact that the ball didn't stick, and I think that's a good sign.
Kind of going off the ball movement point, I think Grizzlies only had 9 turnovers, so a lot of your offense came from the half court. What did you like about you guys in that particular situation, in those particular situations tonight?
Well, we executed. I think sometimes we get it in, get it up, which is great, but we're not in the right spots. So we initiate offense, and guys are out of position. The floor's not balanced, and those possessions that start bad usually don't end well. So I thought we did a better job of getting to our spots, staying organized, running our offense, and executing with precision.
Seven guys in double-digit scoring today, is that kind of the definition of depth?
Yeah, it is. Obviously, we didn't have to, ride guys heavy minutes, so it gave other guys opportunity to play. But, that's how it should look. If we take care of our business and we're able to withstand, some runs and maintain a lead, it's a great opportunity for, Corey to get out there and get, sizable minutes. And you can't replicate that in practice.
19 turnovers for you guys didn't hurt you too much. Is that an indication that transition defense was pretty good?
Overall, it was solid. And I think a lot of those were, I'd have to look, I think a number of them were dead ball. So, at least it allows you to set your defense.
And Daniel Gaffer, we talked to him yesterday. He seemed like he was really intent on having a bounce back game. What did you think of him tonight?
His effort, his focus and intensity was terrific. I could tell this morning that, it's almost, he was looking for a bounce back game. He's always going to play with that energy, but there was more purpose and focus behind it. And I think if he can do that nightly, he's a difference maker.
Because what does different focus look like with Daniel when he's on the floor?
I think, what we just saw, his ability to change shots, he's not taking himself out of position. He's being disciplined with his help. He's still going to challenge and make plays in the paint and around the rim. But even on the offensive end, not getting overly eager, staying spaced, taking advantage of opportunities, obviously, to rebound, get second chance opportunities. But he's not, trying to post up every time or clog the paint. He's letting the game come to him. And I think that's a sign of maturity.
Raul with a really solid game off the bench today. What did you see from him today?
Raul has always been, he's going to bring that energy. He's kind of a spark plug in that role. He's going to defend. He's going to push the pace. He gets downhill. And he's looking to share the ball. And I think that's part of, it becomes contagious. But just his level and pace, his intensity, it's invaluable to have because it's a change. Some nights, most nights, from our first group, we're playing kind of even. He just kind of pushes that balance. which I like.
All right, Coach, let's head over to Zoom. Ava.
Wes, we ask you a lot about offensive chemistry, but with the way that KCP and Gafford kind of played together tonight on defense, is like defensive chemistry the right term for that, or how are they working off of each other tonight?
Well, those two, that you speak of, but I thought our whole group, we played a pretty good defensive game tonight. Did a decent job on their best player, and some of that is when our offense is clicking. That they're taking the ball out of the net, and now gives us a chance to set our defense. Sometimes when we're scattered, we turn the ball over. Those transition opportunities, or when we're not making shots, we're always on our heels, and that plays, I think, in your opponent's favor. So I think they go hand in hand. If you get quality looks and you're able to knock shots down, it's going to help your defense.
Neil.
Hey, Coach, it seemed like you did a better job defending without fouling. What did you see from that?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that.
Seems like the team did a better job defending without fouling. What did you see with that?
Yes, I would agree. Thank you for that.
That was all Neil.
Thank you, Neil. No, that's true. I mean, I think, at times it goes back to, being disciplined with our defense. It's one thing to be in the right spot, but also understand tendencies, personnel. If you understand a guy wants to get left, you want to take that strength away, but you have to be disciplined with your hands. Can't get your hands over the ball. You can't reach late and bail guys out because it doesn't help you. You're giving up free points, and you're allowing the clock to stop and them to now set their defense. So defending without fouling is a crucial, part of the, being a good defensive team.
All right, we will finish it up with Wayne.
Hey, Coach, pregame, we talked about that big effort word. You held him to 35% shooting, out rebounded him 53-38, and you had 66 paint points. Can you talk about what about the effort tonight that you really enjoyed about the game?
Well, I mean, to your point, the metrics bear it out, but just the balance, on both ends of the ball, in the paint, from three. I think it was, number of facets. So I give our guys a lot of credit because, you lose two and at some point you're going to respond. Shots might not fall, but, the overall effort from start to finish was dramatically better.
And can you just talk a little bit about, you said earlier that you have a lot of pieces. How did that feel to contain this team, a fiery team, to under 90 points?
It's one of those things where we were locked in from the start, and I thought collectively our approach was, we had the right mindset, and I think it was, carryover from those two losses and productive meeting yesterday, film session, and our guys responded. So I want to give them a lot of credit. Before I go, I want to shout out Mike Williams. First win tonight as the head coach at the Go-Go. They got down big, but they pulled one out. So I'm interested to see the tape, see how it went, but I wanted to congratulate him, congratulate those guys, and we'll hopefully repeat